All right, we are back for season 3 of the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. I am your host, Mr. Freeminds. To my left, I have
Prentice, Prentis, like apprentice without the A.
to his left, he has
Taylor, aka Doc, and to my left I have
Lee, aka House of Amos.
and it is good to be back finally, dealing with all the technical difficulties, which we still
are.
reverted. Yeah,
Still a
we
struggle. Technology.
we'll get it together eventually. But how has everybody been since last season? Oh, and then obviously Prentice is our new addition to the team. So, you know, I don't know if you want to do like a introduction or
It's Prentice, Prentis.
plug yourself.
Social media, Prenny D. That's about it. I like flowers and stuff and long romantic strolls on the beach.
You getting your ass kicked, baby.
No, don't say that. She's probably not watching. Not right now, anyway.
But you also got a jewelry,
Oh, I do make jewelry. I got some on right now. I don't know if y'all can see that.
like a
The camera for
holistic.
you. Yeah, it's a holistic approach to stress, pain, and a whole bunch of other things. So I think we tend to over-medicate with drugs, alcohol, and all that other stuff. So it's a healthy alternative.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good.
So what you been up to, Taylor?
Well, I've been up to, I guess my stress relief has basically been like drawing and painting and like doing digital graphics and stuff. So I had created a page not too long ago, and what I've been doing is just posting regularly on there, like new artwork. So that's what I've been doing during our break.
Okay. So, I currently have a hair growth oil in development. It's not ready yet. Well, it's ready, but I don't have like packaging and stuff ready yet. So if your editors are mentioning the action, you know, stay tuned. Also,
hair growth because I'm going bald. So.
I also have been painting and like working with epoxy. I think I want to start making like coffee tables. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
What's epoxy?
Epoxy is like
Adhesive.
like resin kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've been
been
seeing a lot of videos of that lately.
yeah. So I've been like screwing around with like making like different tabletops and stuff. So I think that's something. My like workspace room is getting full of stupid shit. I should probably set up an Etsy store, but that's something I
You
am
should.
working on. And also I've been streaming when I paint. I'm not quite ready to share that yet, but you know.
That's cool.
But
What do
yeah,
you typically
Instagram,
paint?
House of Amos, you know, HAUSOFAHOM.
Say it slow for the slow.
Is that from Game of Thrones? It sounds Game of Thronesy.
It's not.
I always wanted to ask what that was. And
It's like the 17th Egyptian emperor. Like, he
Oh,
brought
okay.
a new dynasty into it.
oh,
Okay, that's deep.
stay woke.
That's another episode.
I've just been doing drugs. A lot of just like no. I'm joking. I don't do drugs. I revamped the Free Minds Clothing website and re-rolled that out. Got it, you know.
Is that why I've been saying modeling pictures? You modeling?
Yeah, I'm
Not-
trying, and I'm not a model. Like,
Yeah, like that's what I've been saying.
I was like, I'm like, all right, if I don't do it, I got, you know, how can I? So I'm just like, all right, let me get my non-photogenic self, you know what I mean, in front of a camera and try to not look stupid for a few minutes. So
I think you did a good job of not looking.
Yeah.
I thought they was pretty cool.
I
Thank
thought they
you.
was some good
I
pictures.
tried.
Yeah. Definitely thought you were dropping the hottest mixtape. I'm like, let's put that fire.
Look like a J. Cole album cover. Or
Right.
something. But yeah, so I re-rolled that, and that's been going pretty well so far. I actually I joined this little networking thing. It's over now, so I guess I don't mind talking about it. But have y'all ever heard of an app called Fancy?
No.
Fancy.
Okay, so that's like a marketplace or whatever.
Fancy.
Yeah,
Okay,
Fancy.
I
I
have
heard
heard
it.
of that.
Yeah, I
Girls
joined that little marketplace thing, and they did some promotion for me or whatever, and that's what really kind of motivated me to get back into getting my clothes and stuff back out, because I'm like, well, I can't try to join this network of, you know, e-commerce and my stuff isn't in order. So once I started getting back into it, I kind of, you know, got the passion back. So I'm like, let me get back on this horse and keep it going.
How do you think that app like really helps you for real? Because my girl told me about the app, but I'm like lazy, so.
The app didn't really. The app was weird. I feel like it was a lot of bots. I mean, I got some sales off of it. I don't know who they were. They didn't seem like real people, but I don't care. The money was real, so I'm going to take it for what it was, but I'll just take the silver lining out of it. I got my money back. I ended up making it back, you know, that I paid out to get all that rolling, so I ain't tripping about it money-wise, but, you know, the takeaway was that it got me remotivated to, you know, get back on my own thing and do my own website over and, you know, that whole thing. So, yeah, that was good. That was
What was y'all motivation to get y'all into what y'all was doing? Like,
I don't want to. Now, you know, I love my job.
we forgot to take the shot. Oh, yeah, we did.
Sure did.
It's going to take us at least about an episode or two to get back into the swing of things. Today's drink of the day is, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Elvolve. From distilled from potato. Potato Poland.
Not Portland.
Potato.
No, it says distilled from
It's
potato.
very-
So this is made from potatoes?
Potatoes.
Most vodkas are made from potatoes.
Oh, that's why I don't drink vodka.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right.
I feel like we saw
Already.
Yep.
Jesus. It tastes like sanitizer.
Not as smooth as it smells. Well, it is smooth.
It's smooth, but it's fucking disgusting.
It is.
I feel like I should put that on a cut. Oof.
Jesus.
Tastes like rum and alcohol, y'all.
I definitely
Good
don't
Lord.
miss this taste.
I do not.
And you know what's crazy?
Dark alcohol
I was starting to be
experience.
so like used to not drinking early on Saturdays. I mean, it's not that early right now, but I would wake up. I wouldn't drink till Saturday night, and it felt normal. And then, you know, now we back to it. So I'm starting to get up when the sun is up a little bit more. So it is what it is.
Ooh.
That was terrible by itself,
It was
but
horrible. Vodkas are trash.
What would we rate this?
I would give that a 1.
It's terrible.
I'm being biased because I don't like vodka. But as a, just if I did like vodka and I thought vodka was delicious, I would give it a 5. 'Cause it was smooth.
What the fuck?
It was
5?
smooth.
Like,
Well,
give
we
it-
only ranking out of 5 out of 5. So 3.
Yeah,
3.
5.
3. Because it was smooth. I just don't like vodka.
Yeah.
I would
smooth.
maybe a 2.5 because just like I said, it is incredibly smooth. But
Okay,
it
so
is-
if we're taking bias out of it, I'll give it a 2.
Yeah, because I really hate vodka.
Sure.
I'm not a vodka drinker, but
I'm not.
I hate
but the
vodka.
upside of it is Prentice used this very liquor to make the pink
lemonade.
the pink lemonade, which you know that's a new segment we're going to be bringing to the Busy Door Nothing podcast, where we'll take a drink of the day, turn it into a mixed drink. That way, by the end of the episode, we don't feel like we turned up
Too much.
right, a little too much.
Like
And
all
with
the
that
other
being
time.
said, we're gonna go ahead and go to that.
So what we got here today is vodka. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's
I gotta be the person that's.
LVOV. It got a map on it, so I just got it because the bottle was beautiful.
Y'all can sit.
We also have Malibu. And we have cranberry juice and Sprite. And today we're going to make us, what's this called? Pink lemonade and
What's this
vodka.
segment called? This is our debut segment for the drink making. What do we want to call this? We'll figure this out at some point.
We don't have any measuring
Busy
utensils,
making
so I'm just going to wing it.
Busy making drinks.
So I'm going to wing this because we don't have no measuring utensils.
Oh, right.
Fuck it.
1 cup of Sprite.
It says a liter of Sprite. Half of, this is 2
Y'all
liters,
saw that video?
so this half. Thank you, Milk, for education. Pour that in there. I like to pour at an angle. Reduces the
Yeah.
fizz.
Yeah.
Smell that Sprite. The half? No, I got
What was that movie or that? It was a movie or some show that it was like somebody was like real into Mountain Dew. He was like, oh, the Dew.
Was it Talladega Nights?
It might have
It
been. I
probably
can't remember.
was.
Ricky Booby. Alright, I think that's about a liter. That's about half this bottle. Alright. Vodka, we got that.
How much vodka you
the
put in
bottle?
there? Oh yeah, what kind of drink is
Elvolve
this?
drink of the day is Elvolve Love.
Are we taking shots of this?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can.
Okay.
That or the Malibu. And it has a map.
Malibu's a
prefer to
mixer,
not
ain't
take shots of Malibu.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
map.
It's basically a liqueur.
right.
Yeah.
So we got a map on the back, so I don't know, but I'm just gonna.
That sounds serious.
Oh, for good luck.
Is that enough?
I don't know. It's a lot of
That's
Sprite in
what
there.
was
It is a lot of Sprite.
Okay.
Okay, that's
I think the pictures was throwing it off because it don't look like it's a lot
Yeah.
because of the picture.
And I'm sure it said like 1/3 of a cup, so.
No, that's not enough.
1/3 of a
One
cup.
more, like one little.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
And we
So
just,
by the end of this, is that picture supposed to be full?
I guess you probably put ice in it, but let's just add more liquor and more Sprite.
All right.
The cranberry juice is just for color, so.
I don't know why I was moving it.
You say it's just the color?
I don't know what I'm doing.
The cranberry
Yeah,
juice is
it's
just
only
for
like
color.
a splash of cranberry juice.
Yeah, one
This
more.
ain't even lemonade.
Oh yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
This ain't
It is
even
lemon and Sprite. so I
Right.
guess.
Oh my.
True.
We
It's
need some
okay.
more color.
It's just
for-
We
it's
need
for-
some more color. I smell the
It's
vodka.
still clear.
I smell the vodka. We need more.
You smell soda.
Is it pink? It doesn't look pink.
Yo,
I wonder
Chris
why they
gonna
don't
kill
sell
us, y'all.
cranberry juices in that amount of quality.
Right.
Quantity. It's just like you ain't really gonna drink this. This
Right.
is just a color amount.
That looks like the picture. No, it doesn't.
That does not look like the picture.
The
You
picture
already put
does.
the Malibu in there?
Splash.
Oh yeah, he
Oh, you did put something in it? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what
It's
it is.
definitely like not. Maybe it's just we need something to stir it because like all the color is like sitting at the bottom.
It is.
Like right at the bottom.
This how pink it is in the pictures, but
ain't
The
no
colonizers.
fizz in the picture.
Huh.
it's how it feels in the picture.
It needs just a tad more pink, just a little more.
Look at
pink.
that.
Oh,
we
yeah.
probably use a
It could be
little
purple,
more.
it could be pink, depending on how you mix that shit.
We need a little bit.
All right. Maybe we
Alright,
need a stirring apparatus. Shimmy that.
Where the top is. When you do the top, you might be able to shake it a little bit.
Then that's gonna make the soda flat.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Just
Ain't stirring it
shimmy
gonna make it
shake.
flat too, though?
Yeah.
Shimmy
No,
is
stirring it
fine.
probably
Well,
not,
maybe like not stir it, but just like
Yeah,
like
one of those.
the shaken, not stirred, spinless stir shit. There you go.
All right.
It's looking a little more
I
pink.
definitely forgot to get the ice, too.
There we go.
There we go. That's look right.
Yeah, now it's looking
Nice.
more like.
It looked like the picture
Now
almost.
it's looking more like the picture. This is how we gonna measure it. So the picture next to the stuff.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think this container making it look darker.
All right, we got the cups. I'm ready to try.
That's
Whoa,
Christmas to get some ice.
I'm ready to try.
I wish we had some lemons for garnish, but you know.
I definitely always have lemons at home, so I could have brought some had I known.
Damn.
I
was gonna
I went
stop
to the
right
store at
now.
the last minute, so I should have been more prepared. I hope you just bring in a whole bag and not like cups
It's
of
like
ice.
you filling up cups of ice, so
Yeah.
we now have 8 cups, I see. It was such a pretty bottle. Let's see if I can get another shot of the bottle.
Get the back. It got a map on it.
What's this map of?
I don't know because it's backwards.
Yeah, the words are backwards.
Well, I can't read. Thank you, Mo, for education.
Oh no.
All right. Got the ice.
Okay.
Oh.
We now have 8 cups.
Thanks for replacing my job. So,
Oh, is it Poland? Is that because
Poland,
it,
yeah.
it says
All right, so
Poland.
this was called the what again? Strawberry
pink lemonade
pink lemonade.
vodka.
Now, in terms of its costliness, is it?
This was cost effective to me. This was only like $12.
All right.
Okay.
Malibu was $12. This cranberry juice was overpriced because I got it from a liquor store,
Oh,
but
yeah, true.
you can get this somewhere cheaper for like a dollar store for $1 or $2. And the
And
Sprite
that's
was
probably
like,
overpriced too, because.
cause the bottle tax in Maryland like make everything like $3, but this was like $2 and some change. So
All right, so less than $30, you get the whole thing going on.
if you shop smart, but if you're in a rush like I was at the liquor store, you're going to spend like $35.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Cut the best
Oh,
part
go
to Instagram.
there. I thought you was about to knock
Smells
it
good.
off. Smells
There you
good.
go, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh yeah, it do. It's not no
It's
harsh
not as
smell.
vodka-y.
Vodkery.
You guys ready? We taking it together? Huh?
Are you
Alright,
ready?
yeah,
All right.
Do
Yeah.
you want to come over here?
Right. You have your arm in that thing.
There we go.
All
this is
right.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dangerous.
I can definitely taste the vodka.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh my god,
But it's
fucking
not
vodka.
like vodka taking a shot.
If
Of
Right.
somebody just gave this to me at an event, I'm like, is this fucking baby shower punch? Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
taste
Yeah.
like it has liquor in it.
I can taste the vodka, but it's
It's
not
one
like.
of the ones that you can drink too much and then realize that you're drunk
Mhm.
after it's too late.
Yep.
It's giving me a tequila vibe. And we all know how I feel about tequila. All right.
Dangerous.
Well, I would give this. I'd give it about a 4.5.
I don't want to rate it yet until we get into the middle of the show.
Yep. You know what?
Okay, true.
Just
When
don't
I'm
taste
feeling
alone.
it. When I'm feeling
Just don't taste
it.
alone. I'll give it a 4. Just don't taste alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
but the
considering
taste.
we didn't measure it. I just do everything together. I'll
Give
give it a
us
4.
like you're the bartender. I need like your opinion and like a thumbs up, whatever you're gonna do.
I'll give it a 4.
Would you recommend people
Exquisite taste. I'll recommend it. Let me tell people where I got it from. CafeDelights.com.
CafeDelights.com.
And it's
Okay.
spelled Cafe DELITES.com.
Okay.
Cool. Well, that is the mixer of the day on the busy doing.
Nothing for this.
Oh shit! what
Oh,
did I
busy
say?
doing, busy mixing drinks.
Busy mixing. There we go. I fucked
That's a
that
tongue.
up.
That's a tongue twister.
Right.
Busy mixing drinks on the
Busy drinking nothing.
Yeah.
How about busy drinking nothing?
Busy drinking nothing. Yeah.
It's a good.
All right, now let's get back.
So that was the busy making drinks segment, and that's what we're going to be doing this season. I will hope everybody enjoyed that, and we're going to be basically indie bartenders down here, basically on the weekends.
So, I guess in our absence from the seasons or whatever, there's been a lot of stuff going on, and one of the things I wanted to touch on was the whole like, I think I would consider it shock marketing with like the Gucci thing and the what is it, Moncler and who's the other one? Prada, whichever one of them ones that did the new
Urban Outfitters
strings.
and a whole bunch of them did like a whole bunch of like semi-racist shit. Not semi.
It seemed like everybody then did
It's
it.
like trolling to an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they testing their limits, but then trying to join it. 'cause
It's like
they
a
want
lot
some-
of
make
times-
some attention.
A lot of times when like people throw out the whole, oh, this is racist, and like we all.
Oh, we didn't know.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of the time I can hop in and say, y'all reaching. You know, this is not racist. Y'all definitely doing the most.
I've been
right now.
sensitive.
Mhm.
Yeah, y'all been too sensitive. But I couldn't defend this. I was just like,
I couldn't. Yeah.
oh, okay, well, no, it does look kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
like,
little ski mask with the little red lips and
yeah.
that
Now-
was clearly blackface because
The-
like yeah.
The only devil's advocate I can play for a lot of those major brands is a lot of them aren't based in America. A lot of them are based somewhere, in another country.
But
But-
they make money here.
Right,
Like,
but yeah, so you should always know your audience
Mhm.
as a company. So it's like you might be from like France or wherever else, and you're not sure about maybe America's history and all the details.
But the thing is also,
But I feel like
the thing is also
The
this.
enslavement of black people is like
I feel
it's
like
been
it's-
documented everywhere.
yeah, everybody
Yeah,
knows.
and
Caricatures
but you
are
know what?
everywhere.
This is my thing.
But
But,
so-
and even though you think that, I have conversations with a lot of people that's outside the U.S. and they just do not. It's not as documented as you think it would be over there. It's just not.
Mm-hmm.
They got
they're
their own
very
history
ignorant
to worry
it.
about.
Yeah.
They're ignorant to it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't learn
I
about
can't even be
American
mad at them
history.
about that.
So, but even with that being said, right, you have an American market, and because I work in video games, I know for a fact American marketing is always different from marketing outside of like EU and like it's always different. Like even box cover art, we can have, for example, Treyarch could have. Let's think of a non-US developer.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft or fuck. I was about to say DreamWorks. I've been thinking about Shrek all day. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's wrong with me. But
Or,
Tango.
Bandai.
Right.
Bandai shit like
But
that.
I want to speak with somebody I know specifically. Like Tango.
that first one going?
I don't
Tango
know.
DreamWorks.
Yeah, it is.
Or id, right? Tango does mostly like horror games, right?
Yeah, like,
Tango is based in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Tango has a different.
Oh shit.
got it.
Tango is a prime example because their box art and the name of their titles for games in like in the Japanese market differs from like the EU and UK market and the US market. Like, for example, The Evil Within is called The Evil Within in the U.S. Here's totally different box art. It has like the guy laying on his back with a barbed wire over his face, right? Totally different. In Japan, it's called Psycho Break, right? It's totally different box art. They have removed some themes that would offend that demographic.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still in the U.S. version of it, right?
Okay. I got you. They did the
Well,
same thing with
that
anime.
The only difference I can say, I'm sorry.
And that happens a lot in the gaming industry. Like, box art differs because they know, like, okay, well, we can't have, like, Nazi, propaganda in here for Wolfenstein. We have to remove that from the German market because that will offend this market. So with that being said, I cannot give these companies the benefit of the doubt because you have to know your market.
They have
like
dedicated
you said.
teams for that shit
That's
too.
true.
Like you, exactly.
Right.
There has to be a dedicated team for each market
Right.
that understands that we cannot market this way over here. So it got to the American market, it was reviewed, and they just didn't give a fuck.
Right.
They let you know that
They should have never
They
released
don't
that.
have that person on their marketing team that is going to tell them that this is something wrong with this shit.
They might, but that person might be so shook that they just be like, okay, I just want my check, or I don't want to lose my job, or I don't want to ruffle any feathers or offend
Because
anybody.
it's
So
like, it's not like they released this shit because they don't know it's going to cause a PR shitstorm, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just pure ignorance.
Right.
Like,
The same
they
thing
just
kept
are
with the,
ignorant to the fact, right?
What's that shit? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like they don't have nobody on their team that's really going. All right. So who had the noose on? Who
I think that
had
was
the noose?
Pride.
I think that was Pride.
But I don't
So
want to
whoever had like the noose just around the model's neck, like who the fuck is black American, a black American that's going to not say something about that?
Maybe they just
But maybe they don't have a black
That's what
American on
like
their
she was
team.
saying. Ignorance is bliss.
Right.
H&M did the same thing with the little black boy wearing the greatest monkey. Or,
coolest monkey in the jungle or something like that.
To us, because we've been minorities, black, and we feel like
because the thing is this. They're not purposely releasing this shit because they want to piss us off, right?
You think so?
Because
I think there's a possibility that
I don't think they do because
I think it's what Chris
PR
said, shock marketing, because like they do it
because think about it, they piss off black people. They know black people, I'll say for the most part, are the most loquacious people in the country. So if something pissed them off, loud, boisterous.
Okay, fair.
So you piss a black person off, they're gonna make a whole lot of noise about it, share it, tell this person, tell that person, and they'll spread it amongst themselves a million times over.
Right, most money too.
But what you
Right.
fail to realize, right? What you fail to realize is while we are the minority,
We had the biggest buying power.
Yeah.
not even that, right? And that's true. Black people do go out and buy these big name brands because white people want to hold on to their money more than black people do.
Mhm.
We have the need to
We
like
find more
flex.
work and
Yeah.
Right. But I'm not going to say we because I'm not that way.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I was
But-
boycotting.
I know what you mean. You
I was
mean we
boycotting
as a
Gucci
general
before they
population.
did all that,
Right.
so.
But the fact of the matter is, and what a lot of people overlook, is the fact that, yes, the minority is upset about it, right? The minority is crying out about it. The minority is like, you have offended us personally. But what you don't realize, if you go onto these Facebook pages and you read these comments, the majority of the comments are white people outraged on behalf of black people. So with that being said, why would I want to piss off
Everybody.
everybody, right? Because mind you, there are going to be some white people peppered in the comments going, it's not that big a deal. They are the minority.
Mhm.
They are the minority in these situations because white, black, Indian, Mexican, yellow, they are all here angry and outraged at this on behalf of black people.
I think it's the same thing with the Nike thing in Kaepernick, because a lot of people who got rid of their Nike products because of Kaepernick, they were the minorities and they lost a lot of money.
They were.
And a lot of people who were like bitching about it were minorities, because you even had vets coming to defend Kaepernick. Like, we go to war to fight for his right to protest, and it was a minority of people who was complaining about him like taking a knee and shit.
Right, and then most cases when it's like outrage like this, when it's public outrage, it's public outrage. It's not just black people. There are people there with us also upset about this.
Mhm.
But, and I say this like from someone that has worked in customer service, right?
Fucking hate customer
The
service.
negative, the
I still do
negative,
it, gang gang.
the negative reviews and the negative context of an issue always outweighs the positive.
Mhm.
So it's
They always
easy
say
to
that if you had a bad
overlook.
experience, you're going to tell, I think they said
10 people.
10 people. If you had a good experience, you're going to tell like 1 to 3.
Yeah.
So it's easy to overlook the fact that you also have these people of different ethnicities, and you have white people also in the pot saying, fuck y'all, like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Wow.
y'all tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Right alongside us, and the minority is the folks that are just like, it's not that big a deal, right? So why, and I'm sure these companies know this, right? There can be that shock marketing. I'm sure these companies know this. So why would you go out of your way to piss off the majority of your market, right? Because let's be real, even besides that what I just said, a large part of your market are these rappers, are these singers. You know, they even if they do love your products, they want to appease their fans.
Right.
They are gonna say, "I'm no longer shopping at Gucci. You guys
That's
shouldn't
Floyd
either."
Mayweather.
Yeah,
But
you
what
shouldn't
do
either.
what do you think that say about the black community if they think they can say something and get away with it? 'Cause
It just proves that we disenfranchised.
Yeah, cause we had a whole bunch of like people who said they didn't give a fuck, like Young Thug. Young Thug holds a lot of influence.
He bought the sweater.
Precisely. Kodak Black has a lot of influence for these young niggas. Floyd Mayweather.
All right, let's go.
I don't
over
think he
that.
got a lot of influence, but he.
This is a
But I
personal.
think the companies pay them.
maybe,
I don't think, no,
maybe.
no,
like-
I don't think they paying. I think these people just out of touch and they really don't give a
It's-
fuck about.
I think
the
it's
situation.
I think it's both.
I think it's possible.
I
And
think
you know me,
I think it's
I'm not
bullshit.
I'm not the conspiracy theorist, but I definitely think it's possible because I don't like to call anybody a sellout. But
There's some sellouts.
There's some
that exist.
sellouts.
Right.
Yeah, like
Kodak
some sellouts.
Black is at the top of that list. This is the
I
same
don't
guy
think
that
he's a sellout.
said
I just think he's stupid. He only like 19, 20.
he is stupid.
I really think
Don't
he's-
get me
yeah,
wrong.
I
He is.
don't want to
think
say
he's
stupid. I
ignorant.
think
First
he's
of all,
ignorant.
he's
Thank
stupid
you.
for wearing them
He's
fucking
ignorant.
Bantu knots for the past 2 years.
I think he's
No.
ignorant, and I don't think he has nobody in his
So-
corner. I don't think he's surrounded by people who's gonna be like, "Hey, Kodak, that's not a good look." Cause like
I think he is. I think he don't listen.
That
I
I
don't
think
think
he's
he
been
listens.
around
I think
long
he's
enough
just
to
ignorant.
You know why?
garner the attention of some more
You know
intelligent
why?
people.
But
And
all
that's
people, he came out in an interview and said that other rappers try to charge him for the advice. He said he tried to talk to Master P, and Master P tried to charge him to talk to him.
I think sometimes he be
penultimate
saying
hustler.
shit.
You can't.
Honestly,
You know
I
what?
think
And
Kodak Black be saying shit because I can't see Master P doing that.
I can. He a businessman.
I don't know. Because I think he still do care about the youth of hip hop,
I don't
like
think
the
he
culture.
does. It's
I don't
Master
think
The
he
culture,
did.
you
That's
think
Master
so?
P.
Master
If he
P,
cared about the culture,
The
he wouldn't
culture,
have
hip hop, no.
Mm-mm.
He wouldn't have made the
Master
music
P,
he made if
right.
he cared about the
Master
culture.
P is not making the same money now that he was making back in the year 2000. Okay, why not try to make money off this new rap dude? I don't have, as much coming. I'm going to try to profit in any way that I can. I see this as a come up. Okay,
Precisely.
yeah, right.
That easy check. Like, let me.
My thing is this with Kodak. This
Yeah,
is
he
the
had
thing.
to be in a bad spot.
This is the thing
Normally, I
with
was doing
Kodak.
ICDC commercials. If
Mm.
I
Right.
had money, my son ain't doing no ICDC
well, fuck you.
commercials.
And he
Like, what are you
will.
doing?
Yeah. So this is the thing with Kodak. This is my thing with Kodak and with many black entertainers, right? The issue is a lot of people don't go out of their way to call these motherfuckers out on their bullshit because, like I said before we started recording, when you are a fan of someone in the black community specifically, when you're a fan of someone, it's very easy to overlook their faults.
Mhm.
Like Jess Hilarious, we'll get into that.
Mhm.
It's very fucking easy to look over their faults and go to war for this motherfucker. Never mind the fact these same people going to war for him. Never mind the fact that this motherfucker said, I don't like dark-skinned chicks.
Yeah,
they're
that was
ugly.
Who
wild.
said that?
You
Kodak.
are a
yeah.
dark-skinned
Yeah.
lesbian.
You are a
Kodak
black ass fat.
Right.
Yeah, like, you are
Like
a
a
dark-skinned
turd.
lesbian. Let's not do this, Kodak Black. Like, yeah, like, I super do not support Kodak Black. And I'm not dark skinned, but I was super bothered by that. Like,
He do too much. He
I
do
was
a
bothered
lot
by
of
that shit, even
shock
though-
marketing, like y'all said.
I'm kind
and
of
shock
bummed. I mean,
marketing.
I know we all joke
He
about
did.
the complexion, pigmentation thing between light skin, dark skin, but I like when people are
We're all
seriously,
black.
like trying to, speak demonstratively of somebody because of the pigment of their skin. It's just like, come on, yo, we all are black at the end of the day. We all got to check.
That's that
the same
William
box.
Lynch syndrome, though. Cause
Yeah.
they said they had divided us for 500 years if we start by
and
religion.
it's
It's
so
true.
when I stream, right? Not on Twitch specifically, because people on Twitch don't give a fuck. They just want to see you play the game, right? Someone want to see you twerk, but I'm not with it.
Work.
I'm not with it. But the other app on my phone that I use, people just specifically want to see you be a thought. I am not a thought. I will sit here watch you paint. You gonna watch me paint? You gonna comment on my little dazzly ass outfit that I got on? No, I will not open my top more. But the thing is, people, how do I put this? They don't give a fuck. Like, it's like they came here for what they came here for,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Y'all could have
fine.
let us slide with that one. That might not have picked up on the camera.
No,
It's
I-
fine. So, and
That's the
thing. They come onto my stream. They see a black chick because I'm the minority on this stream, right? On this app.
Yeah, Twitch don't have a lot of black people on there. I'll be on Twitch.
They don't. And neither does this app that I use on my phone. Like, they see a black chick, right? But I'm not dark skinned. And I'm also not light skinned. I'm on, like, the lighter scale of brown skin.
I don't know about that. You kind of like no.
I'm definitely not light skinned. But this is what they
Yeah,
see. I'm
he's
on
light skinned.
I'm not
They
getting
see,
involved.
they see that I'm on the lighter scale of brown skin. And they all ask every fucking stream I get, what do you mix with?
Yeah,
What do you
yo.
mix with? And every time I say, black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm black. And I started singing like one stream. I'm like sitting there painting like, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black. And I'm black.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just like, oh, and so somebody like commented and said, well, she wanted to let you know she's a nigger. Like,
Whoa.
I'm like, oh, okay. See, my admins are on top of it, though. They banned it. Lord, now, what I like to do, when people say shit like that, I like to educate them. I like to have a conversation with them. But my admin banned him a fucking I'm just like, why did you ban it? Like, he called you a nigger. And like, I just wanted to like...
How often do you think people are like fair skin encounter that? Because like all of us are lighter tones apparently.
Not as often.
Because I think white people, like when I worked at Safeway, a lot of white people assumed that I was biracial.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I
get
think
that.
the world, or mainly here specifically, has not grasped the concept that black does not mean black, crunchy black. That black is a what's the word?
More like a monolith or a moniker.
Not a monolith, but like it's like it's not just one color or two colors, black, dark skin, light skin. There's a whole like
Spectrum.
spectrum.
Yeah.
That's the word. I don't know why.
I don't even think it. I think they put in other factors too to black too. Like they throw in stereotypes as to how you act. Like
So if you don't act a
everything,
certain
yeah,
way,
if
if
you
your
don't
hair
act a
doesn't look a
certain
certain way, if your
yeah,
skin complexion
yeah,
isn't a certain
you must
way,
be
they
mixed.
think you
Yeah.
mixed with
you
something.
mix because
Whereas,
people look at my eyes and like just me how I interact with them sometimes, and they'll see what do you mix with. Like if I worked at like my radio station job and then like any other job I had, it's completely different. I work at the radio station, I see a lot of white people because of the demographic of the station. So like it'll be people that'll see me and see that I have hazel eyes and they'll be like, oh, what do you mix with? Because like your eyes is hazel and I'm like, I'm black. Like I'm not mixed with nothing.
And me personally, I get super annoyed. I know it's stupid to get annoyed about it, but I get really annoyed when people just assume that I'm mixed. And that's why I always say on my streams, I'm like,
a lot of people I
mixed
met
black.
thought I was half white.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, they
And I'll
think
be
that you
like,
half
we
white.
hella like
Right.
So like, yeah.
Let alone,
and I'll be
this
like-
is before I started locking my hair, so it's like before when I didn't have locks, they was just like, oh, you definitely mixed with something.
Now it's
Yeah.
like they look at you and,
and,
be like,
and
you black.
that's
Right.
another thing I will say. I'm black and black. That's it. Both of my parents are black. And they be like, no, it's definitely something else in there.
Yeah, you're
Well,
just not aware.
black is not a race. It's not a.
It's a color.
Yeah.
It's a color.
You could be mixed with something, but we don't know the details to say, oh, I'm part Egyptian, part,
Yeah.
And
whatever
I
else.
say that
So
too.
we can't get
I say
specific because
even
all
if
we
there
know is black.
Right. I say even if there is something in here, I wouldn't know.
My parents black. I'm not. Yeah, that's all.
And I'm not going to claim it. As far as I know, I'm black.
Right.
Right.
If you don't like that, you can leave my stream.
That's true. I mean, but I guess, in terms of, what's the word, stereotypes and, just preconceived or prejudices, or people thinking that, we are supposed to be a certain way or we are a certain way based on how we look or whatever, in terms of the Jess Hilarious thing, when she was on the flight or whatever, and she saw some people that were of Sikh. Is Sikh a religious faith or is it a ethnicity?
I'm not really sure.
I don't
All I know is
know,
that
'cause
she
the
was
way they
saying
do this
Sikh
picture-
and Muslims. Like her whole thing was like Sikh and Muslims, and she was trying to like kind of group them all in the same group,
Right.
and trying to say that she was afraid of them. trying to compare them to terrorists,
I think that's
like the
Caucasian
whole,
propaganda.
the whole terrorist thing.
Yeah, that's I think that's Caucasian propaganda.
My thing
It is propaganda because like we've been trained and like through the media we've been taught that those people are bad people just based off their appearance and the way they look or what they believe is bad because they don't believe in what typical Americans believe in.
Not even that, because one group of people decided that they was going to do some crazy stuff on a plane that we have now
that they didn't even do.
Right,
but the government did it.
That we have now decided to start looking at this entire group of people that look a certain way. They may have the head wrap or whatever. Look at them like they crazy. But if we look at the average white person like they crazy when they walk into a school or a movie theater, then we're racist. So it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, this person makes me feel uncomfortable on a plane because they look like they might be Muslim from something that happened in, when was it, 2002? 2005?
2001. Yeah,
something like that.
2001.
Versus now we still got stuff that's constantly going on and on by the same looking group of people that we can't all box into one thing because that would be racist. So it's just like, come on now, like we got to decide, are we going to?
They trying to
if we're
compare
gonna do it, we gotta do
whole
it.
stereotype to ISIS.
Right.
Like, that's what they trying to do.
Anybody that's
So this is my thing, right? Because I'm pretty sure Jess is not a Trump supporter. I went to middle school with Jess. I'm conflicted about I'm not going to say I'm conflicted. I feel the way I feel, right? She was wrong, period. I'm going to look at her.
A minority. Her being a minority, I think she would understand a bit more.
Yeah, it's like at some point you have to put aside all the sleepovers and all of that shit. We are adults now, right? You are a grown-ass woman. And I think a lot of the points people have been making are correct. As a black woman, you should not have been stereotyping another ethnicity. When you know as a black woman, it's easy to be stereotyped a certain way. That's A. B, some people were defending her saying, oh, it's just comedy. She's a comedian. She didn't. It wasn't. She wasn't trying to be funny. It wasn't a joke, and she wasn't trying to be funny. And when she came out with her first apology video, she literally said, "Fuck y'all. I really was scared for my life, yada, yada, yada." That was not a joke for her.
That was it.
It wasn't a joke.
She was serious.
She meant that shit. And she doesn't have a PR team. I predict that the show that she has on
Fox.
Yeah.
Rel.
People, like I said, the internet is a motherfucker. People are going to protest at this fucking network until they kick her off the show and cancel it. That's A. Any future endeavors are going to be impacted by this shit that she said. It's not going away.
I don't think she's
really going to protest it, though.
I don't think she's going to protest just because of the group that she discriminated against.
Yeah.
If it was like gay people or trans community or white people or black, I think people. I don't think black because like they don't do shit first. But if it was a trans or gay or lesbian or a white community, I think it would be a bigger issue.
Let's think about it this way: you have your Trump supporters, and then you have a large amount of people who were specifically anti-Trump because he's anti-Muslim, right?
But every president we have has been anti-Muslim, except probably Obama.
True, but there are people that specifically are anti-Trump for that reason, like
because he's anti-Muslim,
right?
But they just anti-Trump period, so anything he'll say do.
But those same people are going to go to war for that shit. When this next season of Raw comes up, they are going to bombard that network. How are you still having this racist bitch and employee?
I don't think so, cause like.
Well, see, the only thing I can say about her is she did her first video, which, like you said, she was kind of doubling down on how she felt. Then she did her sincere.
And she deleted the first one.
Right. Then she did her sincere apology, and I guess the next thing would be.
It wasn't sincere.
Oh, wasn't?
I don't think it was.
I think her apology came out because she's afraid of losing her career.
Yeah,
she's afraid of losing her career. So that apology is not as sincere as the original video she came out with. Yeah.
She really meant that shit when she said
I don't think she was. I'd rather her come out and say, "Look, I was fucking scared." It was. I mean, I thought them niggas was terrorists. I would rather say that than be like, "I'm sorry."
That second
people in public eye gotta try to
like she also. It's like
shit. People gonna respect you more for being real.
Behaviors are everything. People notice your behaviors. You were fake sniffling like you were gonna cry the whole video. You were never going to cry at any point in that video.
See, I didn't see the whole video.
I didn't see the video.
She was fake sniffling.
She deleted it now.
I didn't want to entertain it because I was just so disappointed.
I think she did. Last time
I was just so disappointed. I didn't want to entertain it. I was like, why the fuck? I don't even want to watch.
Listen, and that's another thing. People like to just disregard shit when they don't want, and they just step back. But even with like I said, with the Michael Jackson shit, I watched part of the Oprah documentary. Like, I want to know, instead of just saying, I don't believe this, I'm not looking into it, I want to know all sides, you know?
That hitting a little harder.
No, I just wanted to be the pink.
Oh, yeah, mine is kind of clear.
So while I was, a big fan of Jess Hilarious, right? I had to look into this because it's like I can't turn a blind eye to this just because I love Jess,
Yeah.
So I looked into it and I'm just like, and I watched her apology video. And I'm just like, it turned me off so bad. Like I'm just like, she kept.
Yeah.
And you could tell you were neither crying before this video nor crying during it, and you didn't cry after it. So it's just like, why? I don't know. Maybe if she came on straight face and just said her piece.
Yeah.
It still would have been disingenuous.
Instead of sniffling,
right?
she had to do all that.
It still would have been disingenuous because you came out with that first video and you were definitely not apologetic, right? Mm-hmm. You definitely meant what you said. But the sniffling and the fake crying part made it so much more disingenuous. Yeah. Right? It definitely hurt her more than it helped. Do that,
I feel you.
And what she doing,
it was no water, her eyes wasn't watering. No tears and nothing. She just literally was just
maybe it was just her being stressed out and she just
well, just say that you're stressed out. Don't fucking sniffle.
Yeah.
And then so also, right? Besides the whole, the first besides the first apology being the way it was, and she is going about things the wrong way. Like she
need a PR team.
Yeah.
She needs some marketing.
Her current tactic is to ignore it and to make jokes about it in her own expense, right? She's joking at her own expense. She'll go on to the shade room, and if someone says something if a post is about her, she'll comment and say, she not even funny, LOL. You're going about it the wrong way because it's very obvious what you're doing. You're going about it, you're trying to self-deprecate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you're not when you self-deprecate,
you can't also be the problem.
Yeah. So it's like what they say, tragedy plus time equals comedy. There has not been enough time in that equation for you to sit here and make jokes about it. People are still pissed the fuck off at you. Yeah. People are still pissed the fuck off. It's too soon. It's not funny to anyone. So even in these same posts, they're still dragging the shit out of
This is things that she's taking out of her normal life. Like, these are tactics that she do regularly, like while she hanging with her friends.
She definitely,
and then that's how comedians are.
She
like
definitely
that's probably her defense mechanism, though. Maybe she hasn't been to the point in her
life
where she developed any better coping mechanisms. Or
I think it's a defense mechanism. I think it is.
Right. This is another thing that I can't get behind. Right. You did what you did. You were commenting on earlier posts where people were dragging you, saying like they have a right to feel this way. Like let them say it. When people were saying, why don't you just delete the post? Why don't you just delete the comments? But now she's deleting comments. She may not be.
She don't need to reply at all.
Mm-hmm. She's deleting comments though.
She needs to just get off social media.
You will see on a lot of her posts now. All you see is comments in support of her. Yeah. But that's incorrect because people are still commenting.
Yeah. You need to show.
Because I refresh and I see these comments going away.
Yeah.
Right. So that shows that you are not willing to accept that criticism.
Right.
Right. And of course, not every negative comment is criticism. Some people are just calling you a bitch, but you are not willing to accept that criticism, right? Mm-hmm. Therefore, you have not learned from this at all.
Yeah.
You're just trying to sweep it under the rug.
She's trying to save her career.
Yeah, you're trying to save your career. You're trying to sweep it under the rug. And I'm going to guarantee you, you're not hosting the BET Awards anymore.
Nope. That was the plan?
That she hosted some show.
She gonna host a BT. Like I said, I don't think it's that.
She that big to host a BT.
I was about to say, I didn't
know
that was going on.
Not BET, but she hosted some internet.
I know they recently did a BET social media award, but that was DC Young Fly that did that.
That's not happening again.
I don't think it's that deep for real, just because of the minorities she discriminated against. Like I said, I think it was one of the bigger groups, like the LGBTQ.
The people themselves will probably make an uproar about it.
Yeah,
big companies probably.
It's not going to be
big companies got to pay attention to the
not
people.
Not true. Because while they are the minority, like I said earlier about us and people going to war for us, even though they are not black, most of the people outraged about it
aren't black. Aren't Sikh or
are not Sikh. While you do see,
but they're not really. They're not going to real.
A lot of the responses I saw from people that were.
If you are not like me personally, when shit happens, I read the comments on every fucking post, and I'm telling you right now, the most people that are going at her neck are black.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
As
Yeah,
they should though, because
I've been
she
noticing
should
it.
be aware of the fact that like, yo, how can you discriminate or treat these minority
It's like they trying
like
to have
that,
a chat.
knowing what we have been through.
Yes,
So it
most
should be
of the
black
people going to her neck are black. You have a couple white people peppered in. You have some Sikh and Muslim people peppered in. But most of the people going at her right now are her target
But
fucking.
how much of her bag is coming from black people? I don't think
If
so
she
much.
on Fox.
She's on fucking Fox. That's like that's
I don't watch Fox. I don't know. I mean,
Most
that's
people
just
don't
me.
watch TV.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think the minorities that's chipping it, it's not going to be enough to affect her bag. She's saving face for the black community because she's black.
I'm going to tell you like this, right? It doesn't matter if her demographic on Fox is mostly white or whatever. The fact of the matter is the internet is powerful.
Yeah.
Okay? If you have people making an uproar against this person, the network is going to want to save. Oh shit!
Oh, God.
They are going to want to avoid this
I ain't got no
PR
insurance.
nightmare. Right? They're going to want to avoid this PR nightmare. I'm not saying outright that the network is going to drop her, but they are definitely having.
They don't want that stress. Yeah.
They definitely haven't talked. That's probably why she apologized to save face.
Yes.
But I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's that deep. Just because the
But she
minority.
say, but I think by
I
her
will say-
making her apology video and having it public is enough to satisfy the network
it
company.
is.
Yeah.
The network company itself, not
I
the
think
people.
it is too.
Because the network is gonna be like, look,
Well,
you got to do something. She did something,
okay.
and now they're like, all right,
If
whatever.
you honestly think that that's enough,
She need to
you
hire
don't
a PR
understand.
now.
I don't
how
think it's enough
it's
personally,
not.
but
If you honestly think that's enough, you do not understand how the SJW community works.
what's
The
that SJW?
Social justice warrior, right?
Oh,
SJW.
okay, yeah, so yeah.
That shit is full of shit.
But they
Right?
make enough noise.
But these
That's all it is,
motherfuckers, but these motherfuckers, right? I'm not saying motherfuckers as if I hate them, right? But I will
they fuck
say,
mothers.
social justice warriors, when they band together, they have the power to end fucking careers. There is a anime voice actor right now.
Broly?
Huh?
Broly?
I don't think his name is Broly, but I
No,
can't remember
but
his
the
name.
guy that plays Broly.
Voices,
I don't know.
brother.
Vic Mignogna?
Vic Mignogna.
Yeah.
Vic Mignogna, right? And this is what I was saying earlier about I can't say that some of these allegations on like MJ and R. Kelly are not made up, but I can't say that they aren't either, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Vic Mignogna is a prime fucking example of people banding together to try to end someone's career with no substance to these accusations, right? These people literally have a Discord thread where they sat and thought of ways to ruin this man's career. We're just brainstorming it.
Before it all came out?
Before it all came out, there was a Facebook.
But why,
group.
though?
But why though? But why though? Right?
What he do? Did he like? What's he like?
They say he did
They're
like some
saying-
sexual
Yeah, they said people were
assault
saying
type
like
thing.
they said he sexually assaulted them at conventions.
That's a whole
whatever.
thing. We don't even have time.
Vic Mignogna is going out of his way to sue these people, right? So clearly the allegations are made the fuck up. And now there are people retracting their statements because they don't want to be sued.
Yeah.
They made the shit up.
That's why I always feel like anybody that will knowingly lie about somebody doing something like that, they deserve
Right. But
whatever
even
that person is
still,
going to.
Vic has lost his position at Funimation.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his position at what's that other company? I can't remember right offhand. Viacom. I don't know.
Viacom, yeah, they definitely distribution company.
They have dropped him just because the allegations. The drink is kicking.
You
in.
mixing liquor and
The allegations. Just because the allegations have come about, which is why I said the SJW community is very fucking powerful because they have the power to have these companies take a look and go, oh shit, I don't want anything to do with that. Let me drop this person with no real substance to these fucking allegations. They will just do it.
And I feel like that should be legal grounds for a lawsuit.
It is.
And I know, but I'm saying like the retributions for that, if they end up being wrong, he should be able to sue them for a large amount of money because
and I fired them unjustly.
Right. And Funimation, and he has the right to do that.
I mean, I know he is suing them, but I'm just saying it should that should go really like if it proves that he was innocent on that stuff, he should be able to get almost as much money as he wants from them people because it's like you can't do that to somebody because somebody accused him of something and you just fire him because you don't want to deal with backlash
and that's just like, and
you don't want to be a hashtag.
It was an outrage on the opposite, and also because this is the man that voiced fucking the god damn it, what's the kid's name?
All I know is he did Broly.
Not Broly.
Excuse
He
me.
voiced one of the brothers of Full Metal Alchemist, and for some reason
Ed or Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Oh, I didn't watch
Ed.
Full Metal Alchemist is the shit. I recommend it.
It's Ed. Alphonse
Look at
is
Blood
the
Brothers.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, look at Blood Brothers though. Don't look at
Alphonse
it.
is the one in the armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Ed. He voiced Ed.
Oh.
So you don't think that's a very popular fucking anime? There
One of
was
the
a
top
lot
fives
of
and some people.
A lot of people had backlash on that. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know, I met this guy. He's a cool guy. Like, this shit is made up. I found it, and they were like linking to the like Facebook group and the Discord server that they made this shit up in. Jess currently does not have that type of support behind her. Jess does not have the type of support behind her right now. Like, the majority of her fans or previous fans are fucking pissed the fuck off at her. Right. You know?
I mean, as they should be, because she was definitely in the wrong.
She was.
Because they got the person that she was talking about had to get
got removed off the plane eventually.
It was 2 people.
Which the airline needs to be in trouble too, because
and again, like I said, if something comes up, people are quick to just drop.
Yeah.
So she comes up and says, "I'm scared for my life." Da da da. She keeps saying, "I did not get anyone put off that airline." Your actions directly got these people put off the airline. You may not have asked for these people to get put off the airline, but your actions were afraid. Your actions were a direct cause of these people getting put off this plane. You can deny that all you want, but it's true. Mm-hmm. You know? So
I think she's not realizing the power that she has. Like, she's not realizing how famous she is right now. Yeah. Because, like, if it was a regular person complaining about dumb, that they probably would have been like, you ain't gonna say nothing to the people. They just like, please, can you calm down? Mm-hmm. It's okay. We'll bring you something extra to make you calm. But because she's a celebrity, they looked at it as, we need to accommodate her because it's a possibility nobody can fly our plane because she's complaining over the fact of these people. So it's
now these people were racially profiled and put off a plane because you racially profiled them first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why it irritated me so much, right? And, I don't like stereotyping on, like, racist shit. No matter if you're black, white, whatever. Like, a lot of black people feel like they can get away with saying and doing a lot of racist shit. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. Like, you feel like you're entitled to it because 400 years of slavery.
Can I ask you a question, though, about that? Do you think white people smell like dogs when they're wet?
I had a full-on argument.
Not all white people, but
I had a full-on argument with my husband over this shit the other day. No. No.
Not all.
No.
That's a legitimate question because it is a common. It is a common thought that white people smell like dog when they're wet, and I have smelled white people.
I have come across.
We gotta
Tune in next week to find out how we all feel about how white people smell.
No, I do not think that. I think it's a racial stereotype. Just like it is a racial stereotype that black people just eat fucking watermelon and chicken.
Wow. But I have come across. You have come across these people that have that.
This has been
I love watermelon and chicken, but that don't make me.
This is my thing, right? Because I've directly witnessed this shit. I remember me and my husband were on Baltimore Street because we went to this ramen shop not far from there. And we were just walking through Baltimore Street to get back to our place when we lived downtown. And there were these 2 black chicks. I want to say thoughts, because they.
How that's not stereotyping?
Listen. They were very thought-like. Like they had on shorts that showed like half their butt cheeks.
That's stereotyping. What if they just wanted to be comfortable?
Just because I am dressed this way.
Exactly. Just because I'm dressed this way don't mean I should be treated.
They were also on Baltimore Street. But take it how you want to take it. It's fine. But these 2 black chicks, right? We are behind them. They're behind these 2, I assume, like, Arab men, right? And these 2 Arab men had, like, turbans, and they were, like, walking hand in hand. So I guess they were, like, a gay couple also. My assumption, right?
It's a beautiful thing.
Right. Because in their country, that shit would not fucking fly. So
they would be dead, probably.
Yeah, so that's great to me. When I initially saw them, I said, you know what, I'm happy for them, These 2 black chicks, though, they saw them, and they started shouting shit like, oh my God, they're going to blow us up. Oh my God, please don't blow us up. Because they turned around and looked and they were just like, and they're like, oh my God, please don't blow us up. Oh my God, you see like they got the head wraps on. Oh no, they probably terrorists. I never wanted to fight a stranger so much. Just like, and I'm just like, my husband just like,
That's just ignorance, though.
Yeah.
It is ignorant.
I mean,
I'm just
ignorance
like,
is going to come in all types of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I said, now let one of them turn around and say, oh, I can see your tracks in the front, you fucking nigger. That would be fucked up, though. But what you're saying is just as fucked up.
That is just as fucked up,
Yeah.
man. Those Arabian men, I'm not sure the nationality. But if they decide to, like, smack them or something, then I probably, you know.
It's all a matter of perspective, because then it becomes, well, you didn't have a right to put your hands on nobody. So it's just like, but.
Yeah, but it's like, and that's another thing I noticed, like on Facebook specifically, in the black community, among Facebook and the internet. We can say whatever the fuck we want because it's in the context of a joke, right? But if anyone else says something,
They gotta be more sensitive. Than
they have to be more sensitive. They get attacked because they said this shit. Oh, well, I said it as a joke too. My name is Tom Jefferson, and I think that black people eat nothing but chicken and oodles and noodles. Black people love oodles and noodles with salt and pepper. Like, I can't just go to a black house and all you see is fucking chicken and watermelon. Ha 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 ha.
But that's due to the history of Caucasian people.
They did it to themselves. Personally.
I mean, if you oppressed a race for 400 years, of course.
But that also doesn't mean also doesn't give us a license to then do that to them.
We shouldn't.
But they also built that reputation.
Yeah, they should be more aware of their reputation of themselves. That I can't say shit like that because people will murder me or feel some type of way if I said it. And I think we should be more. We gotta do better because you're right. Black people do like feel so we got the green light to say what the fuck we want.
We so prone to want to get even and say this is what you did. This is what so this is what we gonna do to you. But it's like
the fucking memes of people, Southern white people fucking their family members.
Oh yeah,
that's
like
thing. That's like out of
pocket.
That up a lot.
That's out of pocket for real.
It's like white people have the N word and we have you fuck your cousin. But this is the thing, right? Besides, like, okay. Oh, true. Did we miss something? I feel like we missed something.
No, we got it.
Okay.
I think we hit everything.
Yeah, and more.
Yeah,
so. Got a lot of drink left.
Yeah.
Damn, my stomach just rumbled so hard. I'm hungry as fuck.
I'm hungry as fuck as well.
I think I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That would be love.
It would.
I want some wings from Tom's.
Where the fuck is Tom's?
You want it every week. You want wings.
I didn't love it. So last week I went up there and the kitchen was closed by the time I got there. I was so hurt. I was like, oh my god. But it's still early.
I do want some wings though.
But
I had some wings from Steak Busters earlier too.
Their wings is different. They got the big whole wings. They don't do wing as do they? Like little small.
No, they have whole wings.
No,
but their whole wings. When you say, "Can you fry them hard?" are fucking fire. So are they cheesesteaks, and they close right now.
Steak Busters Plaza, yeah. That's my.
What?
You don't like them? All right.
Look at my bank statement. Right
I got so many Steak Buster transactions. I should not work across the street from Steak Buster. Like it's so bad.
I had an apartment down the street from them niggas. I used to walk for religiously.
What? I live in an apartment right there. I walk right over there, like
right.
Jumbo half and half.
And they they got so many question marks. Like if you really think about it, they should have a lot of question marks on their reputation, but we just don't care because it's so.
You can see a roach walk across the counter. Be like, you will
watch. It wasn't in my food, so I'm going.
You will watch that roach walk the whole time you order. Like, yeah, can I get a chicken cheese steak?
Make sure he's not in my food, and we good.
I got
you. You know what I don't. You know what I don't fuck with at the plaza? They already got rid of Thai Delights. That shit was gross.
I never ate that.
But Bel Cebo,
think that's gone?
I know they're black owned.
It is black owned.
They're black owned, but their food is questionable at best. Like I had their little like.
And you know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest because I left a message. I wanted to meet with the owner of Bel Cebo. I was so proud when Bel Cebo when they first opened up. They was fire. I will give them that much. And I left a message. I wanted to talk to the owner. I wanted to bring him in on the podcast.
I gave them 3 chances.
And when I first ate Bel Cebo, I got a Reuben, and that was delicious.
Never had it.
And then I got it a couple times after that. I tried a couple other things, and it just fell off. And the owner never responded to my request. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bel Cebo is overpriced. The food is average.
Black-owned
the food is average.
So much.
The food is average. I have not eaten there.
It's definitely, but let me tell you something. And I love
Y'all
to
service
support.
trash.
I love
Service
to
is
support.
okay.
I
ain't
love
gonna
to
say
support
service.
our
You said trash to
black-owned
the food
businesses,
trash.
right? I love to support our black-owned businesses. But the first thing was, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Why the fuck are you blasting Future, right? I get it.
They're trying to get your day started right.
See, I never got
get-
to
you
breakfast.
know what?
I
I
always
get
went there
it.
for lunch.
Now that's a personal grief. So I can't even point that out as a that's just a
I
personal
always
grief.
went
I'm
there for
just
lunch.
like,
It was
Future
cool.
really like.
By the time I went for lunch, Future was
Yeah.
what I needed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta get to the rest
I
of
don't
this
want
day.
to get Future breakfast, but that's not my problem. The food is
Not
my
at
problem.
breakfast,
The
No
food
Future
is my
rolls.
problem. Oh,
It's too old.
I
It's
gave
too
them
early.
4 chances in total. The first time I went there, I had their chicken and waffle beignets, right?
I heard it was good. I never tried it.
The chicken in the middle of the waffle beignet is good. It's well seasoned.
I don't know what the fuck a beignet is.
Yeah.
A beignet is like
They're like little biteable things.
yeah, they're like
almost.
little donut, airy
Yeah.
donut things. But they
Okay.
originated in New Orleans. They're actually fucking
really
good.
gotta wrap.
Maybe I'll bring some someday because I am supposed to start bringing baked sweets, but my stomach.
Baked
is
sweets?
Yeah, yo, it's time to eat. Both of
But-
our stomachs over here.
But
growling.
beignets are good, right? So they like take beignet dough, they wrap it around a marinated piece of chicken and fry it. The chicken in the center is really well marinated. It's really well seasoned. It's good. The beignet is never cooked fully.
I can't even. I don't have any expectations for a beignet because I don't know what that is.
I don't know what the fuck a beignet is.
That's it.
I only heard about it when Chef Ramsay be talking about it. So I'm like,
B, I went back. I had their shrimp and grits. It's just gross. I don't even. It's just nasty.
Wow.
It tastes like they like.
I don't fuck with shrimp and grits.
I like shrimp and grits.
Yeah, I
Never
didn't like
had
it. The third time was the worst time because I went there like my thing, right? When I go to Jamaican spots, my go-to, I'll get curry goat, I'll get cocoa bread, and I'll get a Jamaican beef patty. The curry goat is for now. The Jamaican beef patty and the cocoa bread is for later, right? Because I like to like take and break pieces off and put the cocoa bread and eat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had cocoa bread and Jamaican beef patty at this spot. I don't know if you ever had a Jamaican beef patty. If you don't, like, if you've never had it, I definitely have to revoke your black card here and there. But when you bite into a beef patty, it's not solid in the center, but you have a nice pasty, like, beef
Yeah.
mixture in the center. You know, there shouldn't
Spice.
really,
Yeah.
right, with some nice spices. You don't really expect gravy,
Yeah.
right? If you get gravy, you probably gonna be fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
So I went.
Right, like
I
this
went.
ain't supposed to be here.
I got cocoa bread and a fucking Jamaican beef patty. I was so happy to see they had it on the menu. They were so happy to have it out there. They had it on the chalkboard in the front. Like, hey, we got you.
yeah.
I said, oh,
Use
fuck
them.
yeah, let me get that. They had to have made the gravy for this Jamaican beef patty out of like vegetable oil. It was so oily.
Oh no.
And it's like, you know, when you bite into a beef patty, you expect, like I said, the beef mixture is supposed to remain inside the pastry. Like,
it's
you
supposed
bite
to
it,
fall out. It's not supposed to fall
it
out.
runs out.
Ew,
It
no.
runs out like it was full of
Sounds
frozen
weird.
gravy and they just baked it. And it
Ew.
just, you bite it and it just runs out. And my stomach
That's what
hurt.
Belsibo did.
Mhm.
Sound like
Oh,
they fair.
no.
I ate half of it and my stomach ache was fucking horrendous. I was just sitting curled up on the couch like, and Josh came in, he's like, "Fuck wrong with you?" And I'm like,
Shit.
I'm like, Josh, listen, because maybe I'm just being extra. Taste what's in that bag. He said, "What is that?" I said, "Jamaican beef patty." I put ketchup packets right there. You can just like spice it up if you want. Have at it. He bit into it. He was like, "Ew, what the fuck is this?" It was disgusting. The cocoa bread was oily. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah, I've fallen off of the Belsibo
I can't
wagon. I
recommend
was so
Belsibo.
proud of them at first, and I was just like, I can't.
I've met the owner at my job. I'm not going to
I
speak
met him
on
once,
where,
too.
but he was a pervert.
oh, shit.
fine.
Okay.
But that this has been the Busy Doing Other Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Freemans. To my left, I have.
Prentice, aka Prenny D.
You're supposed to pass it off.
Oh, Pat.
Yeah.
I'm new.
You're still under orientation.
I'm talking about probationary period. To my left, I have.
Taylor, aka Doc. To my left, I have.
Lee, aka Hasavamos.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and share it to your social media pages. Make sure you go to www.freemindsclothing.com. Get yourself your very own apparel. Make sure you go to
Prenny D Creations. It's on Facebook. And also check me out on Instagram at Prenny D. That's it. And to my left is.
Taylor. Go check out Doc's Castle LLC. That's where you'll see most of my artwork. I've been doing blogging, but not really that much. So just look at the artwork right now. And to my left.
Oh, I'm not really ready to share my screen yet, so you know.
It's gang, gang, gang.
Stay tuned.
Just know she's streaming.
Stay tuned for edges.
We will
Stay
be
tuned.
back
I
next
got
week.
edges for sale.
With
I got a Vika edges for sale.
We'll be back next week. What did I used to say? This is the first episode that I forgot. Was it ceasefire? Or did we stop doing that?
It
Okay.
was ceasefire.
Ceasefire. Don't kill nobody. Till next
Please.
week. Y'all be safe and have fun. Did we already do the shot? The
No,
drink?
we didn't.
Oh, okay.
We gotta do another
I think
shot
we
later.
did. just
Not
do
the shot.
first.
The thing is gone.
I
but-
think we did.
I think we did this.
Yeah.
But we
Close the
didn't
shot.
even, yeah.
Definitely try this pink lemonade mixture. It's delicious.
Oh yeah.
It tastes
Again.
nothing like pink lemonade, but it's good.
I would give the mixed drink. I would give the mixed drink a 4 out of 5.
It's really
Definitely.
Yeah, the mixed
The
drink.
mixed drink is good.
4.5
The vodka
out of
itself,
five.
do
The
not buy
vodka-
that by itself
Vodka is
and
trash.
try to drink it itself
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's trash. Elvo.
Yeah, you have a beautiful bottle, but trash product.
There's a reason why
I don't know what
it's
this
out.
map leads to either, but it's
It's Poland. It's probably Poland.